Johnny Crawford was born on March 26, 1946 in Los Angeles, California, to a family closely tied to the entertainment industry. His mother, Betty Crawford, and father, Robert Lawrence Crawford Sr., played pivotal roles in shaping Johnny's early interest in the arts. His father worked as a film editor and later a television producer, giving Johnny a unique exposure to Hollywood from a young age. Growing up alongside his siblings, Robert Jr., Nance, and Corridon, Johnny quickly adapted to the world of entertainment. He attended Hollywood High School, where his academic foundation was enriched by the surrounding showbiz culture. Johnny's childhood was marked by an ever-present sense of artistic aspiration, driven by his family's support. His early exposure to this world planted the seeds for his future career in both television and music. Career beginnings and rise to fame. Johnny Crawford's career began in 1955 when he joined the cast of the Mickey Mouse Club, one of the most iconic children's programs of its time. Although he was only part of the first season, the experience gave him invaluable exposure to a nationwide audience. Following this early success, Crawford's acting career quickly gained momentum. In 1956, he landed his first major acting role in Little Boy Lost, a live NBC teleplay. His moving performance captured the hearts of viewers and demonstrated his impressive acting range. This was followed by a slew of television appearances, including guest spots on The Lone Ranger and The Loretta Young Show. Crawford's versatility became evident as he appeared across genres, from drama to comedy to action, becoming a recognizable face in the television landscape. The teen idol years. In addition to acting, Johnny Crawford also embarked on a successful music career in the late 1950s and early 1960s, which cemented his status as a teen idol. His smooth voice and boy-next-door charm won him a devoted fan base. His 1962 hit Cindy's Birthday reached number 8 on the Billboard Hot 100, and his other singles like Rumors and Your Nose Is Going to Grow became favorites among young listeners. Johnny's music career allowed him to make numerous appearances on variety shows, solidifying his place in pop culture. His catchy songs, filled with youthful romance, connected with the early 1960s teen culture, and he continued to perform at live events, growing his fan base. Johnny's musical achievements mirrored his success in acting, with both careers shaping his public persona. Transition to film and military service. In 1967, Johnny made a notable appearance in the classic Western El Dorado, directed by Howard Hawks and starring legends John Wayne and Robert Mitchum. While his role was small, it was a significant step in his evolution as an actor, demonstrating his ability to hold his own alongside established stars. However, Johnny's career was put on hold when he was drafted into the U.S. Army in 1967. He served for 2 years, where he applied his Hollywood skills in a military context by working on script writing, directing, and production coordination for military films. This period marked a shift in Johnny's life, providing him with discipline and structure. After his honorable discharge, Johnny returned to acting in 1968, and his guest appearances on shows like Hawaii Five-0 showcased his continued appeal to audiences. Return to Hollywood and new ventures. Johnny's return to Hollywood saw him taking on diverse roles, including the critically acclaimed short film The Resurrection of Bronco Billy, 1970, which won an Academy Award for Best Live Action Short Subject. In 1973, Johnny took part in the film The Naked Ape, a satirical, partially animated film about human evolution, where he starred alongside Victoria Principal. His willingness to take creative risks, including in unconventional projects, marked his continued growth as an actor. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Johnny appeared in a range of television roles, including a guest appearance on Little House on the Prairie in 1976 and a role in Murder, She Wrote in 1985. These appearances helped him stay relevant to both older fans and a new generation of television viewers. The lasting legacy of the Rifleman. For many, Johnny Crawford will always be remembered for his role as Mark McCain on The Rifleman, a beloved Western television series that aired from 1958 to 1963. His father-son dynamic with Chuck Connors, who portrayed Lucas McCain, was a defining element of the show. Fans of the series have long wondered about the true nature of the relationship between Johnny and Chuck off-screen. In later interviews, Johnny Crawford broke his silence on his experiences with Chuck Connors, describing him as not just a co-star, but a mentor and father figure. Johnny spoke with great affection about how Connors looked out for him during the pressures of child stardom, offering life lessons from his own experience as a professional athlete. Chuck Connors helped shape Johnny's early career by providing advice, encouragement, and support. Challenges behind the scenes. Despite their strong bond, Johnny Crawford also acknowledged the challenges that came with working alongside someone as intense and driven as Chuck Connors. Crawford recalled that Connors' perfectionism could sometimes feel intimidating, particularly for a young actor like himself. However, Johnny understood that this intensity stemmed from Connors' desire to make the show the best it could be. In his later years, Johnny expressed gratitude for the lessons Connors taught him, not only in acting but in life. The two men continued to maintain contact after the show ended, and Johnny was deeply affected by Chuck Connors' passing in 1992, describing it as a loss that stayed with him for years. His final thoughts on Connors were filled with warmth and respect, portraying their relationship as one of mutual admiration and lifelong friendship, rekindling a love from the past. In the 1990s, Johnny Crawford reconnected with Charlotte Samko, a woman he had fallen in love with during his teenage years at Hollywood High School. Though their paths had diverged after graduation, their bond remained strong, and in 1990, they found their way back to each other. Their reunion led to a deeply committed relationship, and in 1995, they married. This marriage marked a personal victory for Johnny, who had spent much of his life in the spotlight. Their shared history from youth allowed them to understand one another on a deeper level, and their marriage became a source of emotional stability for both of them. Health struggles and public support. In 2019, Johnny Crawford's health took a difficult turn when he was diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease. For fans who had watched him grow up on The Rifleman, the diagnosis was heartbreaking, a reminder of the fragility of life. As the disease slowly eroded his memory and cognitive abilities, Johnny's friends, family, and fans rallied around him. One of his close friends, actor Paul Peterson, launched a GoFundMe campaign to help cover Johnny's medical expenses. The campaign garnered an outpouring of support, with fans and colleagues contributing to ensure that Johnny could receive the care he needed. This outpouring of love and gratitude was a testament to the lasting impact Johnny had on his fans, who continued to admire his work and character. The final days and legacy. In April 2021, Johnny Crawford passed away at the age of 75 after a long battle with Alzheimer's disease, further complicated by COVID-19 and pneumonia. His passing marked the end of an era for fans of classic television and for those who had admired him throughout his life. Johnny's legacy, however, lives on through his work, his contributions to music, and the enduring respect and love of his friends and fans. His role as Mark McCain on The Rifleman continues to be celebrated, and his kindness, loyalty, and quiet strength are remembered by those who knew him. Johnny Crawford's story is one of resilience, creativity, and love, and his memory will forever remain in the hearts of those who grew up watching him on screen.